Hello and welcome to a very special video. Yesterday I went into Newcastle, also known as the Toon, to have a meeting with a local youth work charity community organisation, social enterprise type thing. And very excited actually to say that in the coming weeks and months we'll be doing some work together on, I suppose, helping young people to explore history and heritage in their area, and thereby hopefully grow as individuals, almost like rooting yourself in the community and therefore becoming a better citizen or whatever. But nonetheless, it's a very exciting possibility and prospect, so really interested in that. But that's not the reason why I'm making this video. I went into town for this meeting, really cool, and came out of the meeting and got an email of someone in the Newcastle University Archaeology Department. Now this person wanted to remain anonymous, so I won't say who they are, but I have thanked them, so don't worry. And they said, Mr. Soup, go to Starbucks in Eldon Square, the new bit of Eldon Square. And for those of you who live in Newcastle, you know where I mean. And and ask for a parcel. I was a little bit, okay. So I went along, asked for a parcel, and I was handed this brown paper package wrapped in string with a note on the outside that said, "If only you spoke HOVITOS." Okay, so I bought a biscuit, sat down, so I could sit down, you know, want to be a good customer as it were, and opened up this parcel. And inside was a load of bubble wrap, and inside that was another layer of bubble wrap, this really heavy thing, and then inside that came, are you ready? This. How incredibly cool is that? If you don't recognise it, it's the fertility statue, which features at the beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark. So it's apparently it's a real cast, or rather it's a cast based on the original object, and it's cast in something really heavy, some really sort of heavy resin, I suspect. I could actually, you could bludgeon a man to death with this, and it's sprayed gold. Now, I'm speechless. It's absolutely amazing. I can only presume that the person who gave this to me simply couldn't afford to take it home. Maybe they were flying home or something for the summer and just couldn't keep it with them. But oh, goodness me, it's brilliant. It's brilliant and it's heavy and it's magnificent. So this is going to have a spot in the Archaeo Soup set. So I think I'll put it just here for now, and maybe move it a little bit later on. But brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I simply had to share it, and also to say thank you publicly by video for that. It's the HOVITOS statue. If you don't get the reference, it's the bit when Indy has escaped from the temple at the beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark. The boulder hasn't quite squished him. He jumps out, he's covered in cobwebs, and he sits up and he's like, "Yes, I've got the statue." And then suddenly there are spearheads all around him, and up comes Belosh, or Belloc, his rival, who has convinced the HOVITOS that Indy is a bad guy and he is a good guy. And he says something like, "You could warn them, Indy, if only you spoke HOVITOS." And then he obviously instigates a chase. Indy runs off into the woods and he goes, and Belloc goes, signals to the HOVITOS to go and get Indy. And then obviously you have the run down the hill, the swing into the river, the swim to the plane, getting in the plane, and then snakes, Mac, I hate snakes, and then it flies off, and that's the beginning of the film. But yeah, so that's what it is, and couldn't be more pleased. So yes, I had a really geeky moment after a very productive meeting yesterday, and Mrs. Soup was also stunned. In fact, she was quite stunned at just how particular its aesthetic is in real life. You don't really notice certain details in the film, whereas yeah, it's quite graphic in places. Anyway, thank you once again to the person who very kindly has let me have this statue. Wonderful, wonderful. Brilliant. The best fans in the world, I think. Or certainly the best subscribers. Anyway, I'd start to share that with you. Now I'm going to get on with the business of publishing today's serious video, which is an interview with a geophysicist. So check that out when it uploads in a couple of hours. Bye bye.